Howdy folks, Sam here. So today I wanted to talk about warming up on the chromatic harmonica by playing the chromatic scale. And there's two reasons I want to use the chromatic scale as an example of warming up, and sort of two reasons why it's important for you to get this down. First of all, I'm hoping that by being able to play a chromatic scale across the instrument, or I certainly found, it'll give you a total feel for where all the notes are, what they sound like, and a feel of actually going from the bass end of the chromatic to the high and the treble end. So yeah, hopefully the way I explain it, it'll give you a way of being able to visualize in your mind what is actually going on, what you're playing it, and actually give you a formula and a system for what to play on each hole. Second reason, I don't know how true this is, but it's literally always been to my ear very important to physically warm up the instrument, the chromatic harmonica. To my ear, if you play the instrument cold, it sounds ever so slightly flat. And I don't know how true this is, but my theory is that the reeds are ever so slightly detuned, so that when it comes into the contact of warmth from your breath, what does metal do under heat? It expands, so it expands into pitch. And if you see a lot of concert players live, they'll always have it close on their body, not in case they lose it, but because quite literally it's picking up body heat and warmth from there. So yeah, it's important to actually warm up the instrument, and by playing a chromatic scale, you warm up every single reed, make sure every reed is functioning, you also make sure the slide is working, and it generally gives you a sort of a habit, a psychological habit of, right, now I'm settling down to play, I've warmed up with my chromatic scale, I'm ready to play whatever comes in front of me. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to show you the chromatic scale as a pattern between holes 1 and 4. And the beauty of it is that once you've understood that pattern, you can then replicate it across the octaves of the instrument. So you can copy the thought process of whether you're playing between 1 and 4. You can then apply that to 5 to 8 and then 9 to 12. You've got a bass octave on there as well, like I do. You can go to the lower reeds as well. So starting on hole 1, which we normally take to be middle C, we've got 4 notes we can play there. Slide out, blow, C, slide in, blow, C sharp, draw, no slide, D, draw with the slide, either D sharp or E flat, depending on your outlook on life. So you've got. Then moving up to the next hole, we have 3 notes that we can play. So I've got E, and I've got F, and then I've got F sharp. There is crossover to how you play the F, so I can play the F with the slide in, or with the slide out, breathing in. So we're going on the 1, and then the 3 notes on the 2. Blow, and then however you like to engage the slide. I like to say blow, draw, then draw with slide to play the F sharp. So then on hole number 3, much like hole number 1, there's again 4 notes that we can play. G by blowing out, G sharp or A flat by blowing out with the slide, A by drawing with the slide out, and then B flat by drawing out with the slide in. So we're going. And then hole number 4, really easy. I tend to just play B. Done. So the pattern that you've got there is on hole 1, 4 notes, all 4 notes that you can play. On hole 2, 3 notes. On hole 3, 4 notes again. And then on hole 4, just 1 note. So it's that 4, 3, 4, 1. And just being able to visualize that then allows you to apply that pattern across, up and down the instrument. So we're going. And then I'm moving on to the next octave. And then I can blow out on that 4 as well, because remember, C is duplicated where the octaves meet. So I can go. So there you have it. I've gone from, that was descending the scale, so I've gone from octave 1, middle C, all the way up to 3 octaves up. So typically when I'm warming up the instrument, I will play the chromatic scale, ascending and descending across the entire instrument. So I'll start with my bass octave down here. and then I'll be a little bit cheeky and I'll play the C sharp. I was playing it quite sloppy. You can play it much more strictly, playing quarter notes or triplets. Both those go into that pattern of 12. The other thing you can do, you can start on different notes. So I might start on, say, D and move up chromatically. It doesn't always have to be C. However you want to do it, there's lots of different ways you can play about with it. But that should give you an understanding of, or a confidence at least, of being able to play up and down the instrument completely, being able to warm up and whatnot. So yeah, have some fun with that, get it going, practice it to different rhythms. Next lesson, I'm going to give you that sort of similar framework of thinking about, 4/3, 4/1, but in terms of scales. That way you have the confidence to play in any key. And then after that, we're going to talk about playing around with different rhythm patterns and different ways to really get those scales ingrained in your head. Okay, so see you soon. Have fun practicing. Ciao.